On June 19th, the very highly anticipated game, The Last of Us Part 2, will be released. The Last of Us is easily one of PlayStation's exclusive games that demonstrated storytelling at its best. This is because developer Naughty Dog was able to pull so many of us into that world and just cause us to care so deeply and invest so much of our emotions into the main characters Joel and Ellie. Many would argue that the ending of The Last of Us, even though it ended on a sort of feeling that made you have like a knot in your stomach, because we were all well aware of what Joel did, the actions that he took concerning Ellie, it would be perfect. If left, end of story, period, book close, game over. What if Ellie actually found out the truth? Well, then on December 2016, during the PlayStation Experience event, The Last of Us Part 2 was announced. Just maybe our what ifs would be answered. So excitement that we would actually be getting a look at the consequences of decisions that Joel made. But then honestly, excitement kind of changed to worry. Many worried, including us, would a sequel to what's believed to be such a profound ending and quite a masterpiece of a game, would even that be needed? I mean, would or can the same care and development be given to the characters that we invested so much of our time and emotions into? Fast forward as information came out in the form of trailers that shedded light to just a glimpse of what it was to be expected in The Last of Us Part 2, and as delays happened due to world events, something bigger actually happened, which seemed to be more and more common during these times. And of course, we're talking about the infamous Naughty Dog leaks surrounding The Last of Us Part 2. While we have not personally searched out or seen directly the content of the leaks, though through news reports, we do know that the leaks involve parts of the story which apparently many have deemed very crucial. So devastating were these outcries that, there were people that were actually canceling their pre-orders, and they even took it a step further, praising the actions of the leakers and titling them heroes in the efforts that the leakers saved people money. Well, we sat there asking ourselves this question. These leaks, were they in fact a good and noble thing that they did? Because they shed lights on a developer that was destroying the story and character in their efforts to make a quick buck? Or was what was leaked taken so much out of context that not knowing the whole picture would not reveal the situations of what was leaked? Either way, we then found out that the release date for The Last of Us Part 2 was moved up. So you know what? We'll be getting a chance to see the full picture. Never have we been so filled with so many questions regarding this game that we came to love. This bump up in the release date, was it just a PR move to somehow salvage an attempt to put out the flames which the leak ignited? Honestly, around that time, we hadn't even pre-ordered the game. Not because of the leaks or the insanity surrounding the Last of Us Part 2, but instead, it was just a choice. But the whisperings of the leaks were just getting louder and louder, and thanks to all the doubts, there was a seed that was planted in our mind that was just getting watered. Oh boy, so what do we do now? On May 27th, a Last of Us Part 2 State of Play was released. The State of Play opened and shared a little bit more information about the story, the environment, the gameplay, enemies, and they even gave us some more actual extended gameplay. We sat there, glued, absorbing all that we could, while at the same time searching for a renewed excitement for the game, or a definite reason to just chalk this one up as a loss and not even bother to pick up The Last of Us Part 2. About 2 weeks or so after the State of Play, a whole week before the release of The Last of Us Part 2, reviews went live. Here came the questions again. Why release reviews so far ahead of the release? Could we even trust the reviews that were being released? Why was there such a strict embargo on the reviews, containing them only to a certain small section of the game? So, have we watched any of the reviews? Of course we did. We have absorbed the shouting from the mountaintop praises reviews for this game, as well as the quote unquote dissenting reviews. So, after it all, where have we landed? Well, we did take a step back and we thought back to times when there was a movie sequel, one that we were so excited to see. You know, we invested so much of our time and emotions in that movie, and now the time came to get some closure. Did the reviews from, so-called critics or even close friends manage to change our minds? One will have to think about that. While we have not yet pre-ordered The Last of Us Part 2, although we are really considering still because, the bonuses that are involved in pre-orders, we will be doing ourselves an injustice not seeing this game through. We need to experience the final leg of this journey all the way through. We need to get closure of this chapter to a game that we genuinely loved the first one. And when it comes to it all, I guess the question was never if we were going to get The Last of Us Part 2. It was always, when would we be getting The Last of Us Part 2? Know this for sure, we will be playing The Last of Us Part 2 on its release date on Friday, June 19th, as well as streaming it live and sharing our experience with others. And you know what? We really hope that you guys will be a part of it also. We just wanted to share some of our thoughts surrounding the whole craziness with The Last of Us Part 2. Now, we want to know your thoughts and your feelings. Are you guys going to be picking up The Last of Us Part 2? Have you guys checked out the leaks? Has the leaks changed your mind regarding the game? Did you play the first game? Share down in the comments below. Share it with us all. Now, of course, we would be quite naive to believe that someone would not be trying to share the spoilers in the comment section. We're not closing the comment section at all. But what we do ask is, if you do decide to want to share the spoilers in our comment section, at least tag it, with a disclaimer or something, so that those people who, don't want to know the spoilers, they will have a choice to skip over your comment. So, yeah, just do us that one favor for us. Alright guys, so we're hoping that you guys will be joining our stream. Like I said, we will be streaming The Last of Us Part 2 on Friday. Look for more information about it. We should stream about 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. Be sure that you're following our Instagram. That way you can get information about our stream. Okay folks, so if you really like this video, please definitely give it a thumbs up. Even better, think about subscribing and hitting that notification bell so you know whenever more content goes up. Be sure that you check out our other social media platforms, as well as we're streaming. We tend to stream on YouTube, on Twitch, as well as Mixer. Okay folks, well, I'm Silent X, we're Competent Gamers. Real gamers keep gaming. See you guys later. Peace.